Good morning, Jess. Thank you for sending your check-in. I'm going to try and provide you with a response that's as straightforward as I can possibly be, and that allows me to basically cover the majority of your email and my suggestions for you moving forward. Because we've worked together for a long time, and I think it's good that we have an open, honest relationship, and I can convey my thoughts back to you. You can convey how you're feeling to me. I have a pretty good idea how you are feeling, just based on seeing, when we first started working together, how things transpired to how things have changed now, both in terms of, your, I guess, adherence to the plan, and also the changes in your life, going from where you were then to everything that you have going on now. So first of all, you have a ton of shit going on, just in so many different directions, as you've mentioned, from your university classes, to your being an aunt, to all of the things that you have going on with work, to your wedding coming up, to the classes and the Synergy class that you're teaching on your own now, as well as your commitment to the nutrition and exercise plan and your training goals. So that is just a ton of things moving in, a ton of different directions. So I'm going to try and, just offer you some advice, I guess, from my perspective. And I want you to determine which of those things, is most important, and which of those things that you really, really need to focus on right now, and do that, whatever that is, because you're kind of taking on too many things. And what happens when we do that, the quality of the work that we're putting in towards each one of those things kind of subsides, and we tend to get bogged down and lose direction and lose purpose. And I know that you take a lot of pride in the work you do. You're very consistent, you're very precise, and I want to make sure that you're not losing that, and you don't have too many stresses coming from too many directions. So the rest of the stuff that you have going on, that is your stuff, and for you to decide. What I want to comment on is the nutrition and training program, personal training and group training, and how we need to incorporate that for you to be successful. Because ultimately, I don't want you just going through the motions, just plugging in numbers in your summary with no real purpose or goal. I want the service to provide you with a benefit, and for you to be taking away something from the service. So first of all, a requirement of the nutrition and exercise consulting program that we do is to check in every week. Lately, you haven't been doing that. Right from the get-go, you were on ball, you were on point, on the ball. Every week you checked in, your summaries were perfect, you were excited. Right now, it feels like it's something where you're just kind of playing catch up, and you're just kind of falling behind, and it's just, something that is maybe causing you more stress than it's doing good. So my question is, are you still being as consistent and precise with your weighing and measurements? Because oftentimes we see that that kind of takes a back seat a little bit, especially when you've been doing a program for a long time. Kind of like, oh, I can eyeball this, this isn't that accurate. So I just need to know that the numbers you're plugging in are exactly what you took in on that day, because that's very important, that we don't get to a point where we're just plugging in numbers. And again, this isn't me accusing you of you're lying about your numbers or anything, but oftentimes we see some of that consistency and precision in weighing just slide without people even realizing it. So I just want to make sure that's on point first. I talked about checking in every week as being an essential part of the plan, and also just for myself as well. I expect that from my clients, in providing the best service possible. The other thing, you need to decide if maybe this is causing you more stress than it's doing good right now. Everything we do in life is a stress. Weighing and measuring your foods, tracking your training, all those sorts of things are a stress. So, it may be a good idea to take a week off, or, take a couple weeks off and just let your mind mentally recharge, so you don't have to focus on that for a bit. Because if you are going to continue, I want to ensure